Hi everybody. Hi YouTubers. Sending a video out to you tonight. Very triggered. Warning, there will be some F-bombs. I do apologize. It's not going to be a screaming rant or anything like that. I don't have the space for that. So I think I haven't done a video in a while because I've literally been, for every waking moment of the last month and a half, looking for housing. And trying to do that with a clean criminal background, 2 cats, and a 5-year-old rental mark from a dick of a landlord. I didn't even know it was on there. Anyway, so it literally came down to the last 5 days. When the Pats were having their Hail Mary, I was having my own. Found this place and moved on Sunday, and I'm very happy to have my own place in a good neighborhood, and very excited to, just kind of settle in. And the person that rented me the room is a little eccentric, but friendly and seems very sweet. But I just had been having this fear just from past experiences, that any moment now she could start, the mask could slip, and then I would see what her real purposes are, and that she might start to meddle in my business. And it's not what I want for the amount of rent that I'm paying per month. I just want my own space. And at first I was very excited, but then I got out of the shower on the 3rd day of living here, so like yesterday, day before yesterday, and there was a note on my door, a whole handwritten note with smileys and everything about how we don't have the space for personal decorative items in the common areas. Now, this is a bathroom that she doesn't even use. It's for the roommates. And meanwhile, there's gigantic dusty old vases that have no purpose that are occupying the space. And I was sent totally into flight mode, totally extremely triggered. I still am. I feel very trapped. I have spent the last day and a half in my room, thinking that this is the tip of the iceberg. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Can you hear the ice cream man? Can you see my cats? Or one of my cats? So cute. Anyway, I just am reminded that I'm here in this same kind of circumstance, different, newer, wiser, but the same, where I'm under-equipped, under-supported in life in general. And this isn't a sob story rant. This is just what we experience being scapegoats and victims of narcissistic abuse. You end up sort of vulnerable. And so like I said, the jury's still out on this person, and I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping that I can just lie low. But that note, what it took. Choose your battles. Come on. A 3-inch little statue that has literally no meaning of any sort, just sitting there, compelled you enough to write a letter to control. It's just controlling, and it's OCD, and it's just, she asked me, I noticed that she was sticking the mail underneath my door, and I said, hey, where does the mail come in? Because I looked for the mailbox and I couldn't find it. And she said, oh, I'll just stick it under your door. And I said, it's okay, you know. And just little things like that trigger me. I'm just wondering if anyone out there is this sensitive. I mean, right now, I feel really trapped. I feel like, you know, my house is your house stuff, and, you know, it's a very comfortable, you know, like, I was just sold a bill of goods. I mean, she told me she's never here, that the other roommates are never here. She's always here. And she might be bipolar. I mean, she, for 2 nights in a row, slept with the lights on in her bedroom, all the lights on, and then it's like followed by a flurry of activity the following day. It's, I don't know. Just want to pay my rent and have my cats with me and go to work and keep moving forward without having to constantly think about where I'm going to live. And these kinds of situations just send me into absolute flight and feeling very unsafe, violated, and so anyway, just kind of working through that. I did cry, stayed in bed for a couple of days, avoided going outside, besides it's always so fucking cold. If I get anything in my life, it's control of the thermostat, of my own fucking thermostat. It's all I want in life, is to feel just a little bit warm in my home space, for God's sakes. Anyway, I'll write more on this video, more on this later, an update. I'd love to hear from anyone else who is as easily triggered as I am. Any words of advice? I will say this, you know, like I said, this is the same situation that I keep finding myself in over and over in life, although wiser. So I'm able to see this type of personality, this type of person who needs supply and finds vulnerable people and is, you know, a bright and shining ray of light, and then the mask slips, and how quickly it does. So, and on that note, I want to just, you know, make a nod to Battle Hymn of the Empath and what she's going through. How incredibly deflating and disappointing, and how quickly the mask slips. Speak soon.